By the end of this review, you might just be in love with the Zenbook 14 Flip OLED UP5401. You know, convertibles are not always enjoyed by the masses because they often have conceptual disadvantages when compared to their clamshell counterparts. However, the laptop we have with us today is a bit different. Stay with us and you'll see what we're talking about. First, structural integrity is something that ASUS has done a great job with. This is thanks to its aluminum body panels and the glass reinforcement for the touchscreen display cover. Plus, you get a dedicated 4096 pressure level stylus inside the box, so you can express your inner Picasso on the OLED HDR Nano Edge touchscreen. When you buy a 14-inch laptop, since the space is pretty limited, you usually have to choose between a comfortable keyboard with big keys or a numpad section. Zenbook 14 Flip has both of them, and if you don't see the numpad, that's because it's hidden below the touchpad. It's called Number Pad 2.0 and has its own LED illumination. The fingerprint reader is nicely hidden as well, inside the power button in the upper right corner. Here you will get two Thunderbolt 4 ports with fast charging support and a microSD card slot. However, we were not expecting to see an HDMI 2.0B and a USB Type-A 3.2 Gen 2 on such a slim device. Although the memory on this laptop is soldered to its motherboard, you can choose between configurations with 8 or 16 GB of LPDDR4X RAM. Storage-wise, you're future-proofed thanks to one M.2 PCIe X4 slot, which supports the ultra-fast Gen 4 drives. The Zenbook 14 Flip is equipped with a unique OLED panel. It has a 16:10 aspect ratio, 2880 by 1800 resolution, and a refresh rate of 90 Hz. There's also an option to buy it with a 4K OLED panel, which is actually the world's first 14-inch 4K OLED HDR display. Both variants have flawless viewing angles and true blacks thanks to OLED technology. It covers 100% of both the sRGB and the cinema-grade DCI-P3 color gamut and supports HDR at the same time. In other words, you could expect vivid colors and amazing details. Really impressive. The 63 watt-hour battery inside lasts for about 11 hours of web browsing or nearly 9 hours of video playback. This will let you see the entire Season 8 of Game of Thrones and still have an hour and a half to spare. In the performance department, this laptop comes with a Core i7-1165G7 as a maximum. Its cooling far exceeds the expectations for a convertible. Thanks to the two fans and two heat pipes, the Core i7 comfortably sits at about 3.5 GHz during long runs such as video editing. Maintaining 42 watts of TDP on a low-voltage processor is very impressive by itself. This could not be done if the VRMs were not cooled. Also, we have to give credit to the software, which allows you to get the maximum out of the CPU thanks to the performance preset. Even after a long period of 100% load, the external temperatures are pretty low. The warmest spot on the keyboard is just 34 degrees Celsius. What is no secret though is that ASUS has done a massive job with the Zenbook 14 Flip. It has an immense amount of performance, extracting every single drop of power from the Core i7. Furthermore, the stylus works well with the glass surface of the display, while the 90 Hz refresh rate makes every input appear instantaneously. Also, the true blacks of the panel and its full DCI-P3 coverage result in an attractive image that you'll want to keep looking at for hours. The soldered memory is a bit of a drawback, but that's the price for having a 15.9mm thin laptop. Also, we found PWM usage below 80 nits, but our Health Guard profile fixes this issue. You'll find a link to it in the description. We're awarding this model with our Editor's Choice Medal, and it's totally deserved. Of course, we've done a lot more tests, and you can check out all the results in our in-depth review on laptopmedia.com. You'll find the link in the description below the video.